not enjoying life so much as poor little Cindy Lou Who.
No, she's wondering where Christmas is at.
Yeah.
Why can't she find it?
Yeah.
Why has it gone away?
Because she realizes Christmas in a lot of ways is ruled by capitalism.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Sydney.
Hello and welcome to the Art of Costume Blogcast. I'm Elizabeth Joy Glass.
And I'm Spencer J. Huvier. How's it going, Elizabeth?
It's good, Spencer J. Huvier.
That one rhymed. I actually kind of like it, honestly.
Of all the names you've given yourself, I approve of this one the most.
Sounds fun. Oh my gosh, we're getting into the holiday season.
I know, this is wild. Although I did already buy some Christmas presents, so.
Really?
Yeah.
You're crazy. I'm still working on birthday presents.
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, I went on a trip and I saw some things. And I was like, oh, X, Y, or Z would love this.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I was like, it was a moment of opportunity and I took it.
I feel like we just did Christmas. I mean, it was like 3 weeks ago when we recorded Holiday and watched Nightmare Before Christmas together.
Right? That was like almost a whole year ago now.
That's insane.
The year is just, it's going so quickly.
I know.
I'm just like, I don't have time for anything.
Also, fun note to our listeners. We are recording this in like what month is it? August?
It is August. It is,
It is
August 21st.
fully 90 degrees outside. Like no snow.
No,
But we're getting into Christmas spirit though. We're doing our best.
We are. And like I did. So I got my first like Christmas presents of the season.
Okay. She's trying.
I also started my annual like Christmas list for other people. Like
Okay.
I'm like, okay, who do I need to get presents for? And I usually start this like July, August. So I'm right on track.
Okay, well, this is actually good that we're recording this so far ahead because you could get me into these good habits. So when December actually comes, I'm not so far behind.
Yeah. No, I even put like, if there's like a certain group of people that I'm like work people where I'm like, okay, I'll probably have to get them something.
Yeah.
I'll like make like a little curated, like give all the people the same little like gift bag situation. So I start looking on sales for like that sort of stuff. I give myself a couple months and, list out like, okay, they're probably going to get this. You're probably going to get this. Yeah.
What should we get Daniel?
Oh, that's a great question. I feel like he's hard to shop for because he's definitely the kind of person who gets everything they want to get themselves.
Right. Well, Daniel likes cool, like techie stuff.
That's true.
But it's just usually stuff to make our podcast better, which feels self-serving in ways.
I mean, his Christmas gift to us was these microphones.
Right, exactly. And I feel like I have to like step it up.
Yeah.
It's fun getting gifts for, our group of friends.
It is.
But it's gone harder for me, actually. Like, it used to be easy, but now I feel like I've just gotten everyone so many things that I'm not able to, like, top myself. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And I'm like, damn, I just got Daniel a Christmas gift, like, 2 months ago, it seems like. I gotta get another one now? Like, what's going on?
I understand what you're saying. I don't know. I don't feel that way.
All right.
But
well, yeah, you're a Christmas maven,
I fucking love Christmas. Like, it's sometimes a problem. Like, I probably go a little too hard sometimes, but you know what?
You're an inspiration to us all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also this is like the time of year. I'm a very crafty person, but I do not have the time to be crafty. So a lot of that comes out at Christmas.
Right.
Because I'm like,
oh my gosh, we should be wearing
expected.
the hats you made us last year.
Yeah. Our next episode.
Okay. Yeah.
I would have to like climb up on top of my bookcase to get my hat. So
yeah, I'll have to walk into the hot sun to my garage to get to the Christmas stuff.
It's like decorating. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's fun and nobody judges you.
No one judges you.
No one judges. You can be between the months of October and January, you can be as insane as you want and nobody's going to think twice about it.
Right. I'm more of the Halloween insane person and you're definitely the insane person for Christmas.
For Christmas, yeah.
I forgot to add Christmas on, but I don't not like Christmas. I'm definitely not a Grinch, so to say. I love Christmas, but
you're not a Whovian like me. Who spends all year.
You know who doesn't like Christmas, Elizabeth?
I think we just established it is the Grinch.
This week we watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, a classique.
A classique. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which I did not realize that Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas was the complete title of this film, and was like low-key kind of confused when I looked it up on IMDb.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I have to, do all the information on the internet and stuff. So, anyways,
both hashtags, Spencer.
Well, I will read us our summary before Elizabeth dives behind the wardrobe. In this live-action adaptation of the beloved children's tale by Dr. Seuss, the reclusive Grinch decides to ruin Christmas for the cheery citizens of Whoville. Reluctantly joined by his dog, Max, the Grinch comes down from his mountaintop home and sneaks into town to swipe everything holiday-related from the Whos. However, the bitter grump finds a hitch in his plans when he encounters the endearing Cindy Lou Who. And that is Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yes, it is. This movie is over 20 years old, so if you haven't seen it, I don't know what to tell you. There are going to be spoilers.
Yeah, I actually don't believe you if you said you haven't seen this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on every day, even not during Christmas.
It is. And this was not like a holiday classic for me. Like, I feel like it was for like a lot of people our age. But I had definitely seen it before. And then so I watched it again the other day. It's one of those movies you go back and you realize, like, wow, there are a lot of adult jokes in this. And also, I think Max is my favorite character.
The dog?
The dog. Because he is looking out for the Grinch.
Yeah.
He tries to make the Grinch a good person, which I'm like, you go, Max.
Well, I'm in the camp that grew up watching this movie regardless of how you felt about it. Every Christmas we watched it all the time. My family loved it. We had it on DVD, even came with like the sing-along version of the songs.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Faith Hill music video at the end. Like, everyone knows what I'm talking about. I've seen it so many times.
Well, for all of you who are ready, let's go behind the wardrobe. We have director Ron Howard. Forgot Ron Howard had directed this.
I did not actually know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because this does not feel like a Ron Howard movie. But then we also have costume designer Rita Ryack, who got an Oscar nomination for this film.
Oh, wow.
You will also know her work from Apollo 13, Casino, Rush Hour 2, A Beautiful Mind, The Cat in the Hat,
Yes.
Charlotte's Web, Hairspray, which we have to do that at some point. You don't like it?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But I do love The Cat in the Hat. That movie is amazing.
I haven't seen that movie.
Okay. Well, we'll do The Cat in the Hat if we do Hairspray. No, vice versa.
Okay.
I'll do Hairspray if you do Cat in the Hat.
Okay. She also did Rock of Ages and The Smurfs, the first and second movie.
Oh, nice.
So I feel like she's like, ooh, she went from doing like kind of like actiony, like historical / contemporary into like being like a goofy costume designer, which I think is really funny.
Yeah, she has the range, Rita does.
She does. I have to see if she's on Instagram because she is like a very fun dresser. Like when you see her like at events and stuff, I'm like, that's fun. I like that. She has like Betsy Johnson vibes.
I love that. I don't think she does have an Instagram. I believe I've tried to follow her before, but if I'm wrong, Rita, we're going to follow you after this. So
yes. And most of our behind the scenes wardrobe facts are baked into the episode, but she did say to the Los Angeles Times, working on The Grinch, it was challenging, but in a way, it was great to let my imagination flow. T-shirts and jeans can be more challenging. So she was like, yeah, obviously this was a challenging movie. And when she was talking to the Los Angeles Times, it's when she was working on Rush Hour 2. Wow. So she was costuming a lot of T-shirts and jeans. And she was like, that can be even harder than just letting your imagination run wild.
Right. Oh my gosh, I love Rush Hour 2. I think I'm a big Rita Ryack fan.
I think you are. But everybody, get your hot chocolate, get some cookies, and then settle in for Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas when we return. Yeah. I forgot the title for a hot second.
Go check on your Whoville hash. Take it out of the oven. It's time.
Yeah. Hello, Blogcast listeners. It's Elizabeth Joy Glass, co-host and producer of the Art of Costume Blogcast. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate all your support. If you wanted to continue your support, you can now become one of our costume mavens when you become our patron at patreon.com/theartofcostume. There we post unheard bloopers, highlights, and you can even catch our monthly bonus episodes for patrons only. Make sure to check out the description for a link to our Patreon. Spencer, you know what I'm ready to go do?
Prancing around Whoville?
Prancing around Whoville would take a vacation here.
You would live here. Let's all be real.
Yeah, I would. I absolutely would. And, for the Grinch, almost everyone in this film is wearing a prosthetic. The costumes are wild. And for the hair, makeup, and wardrobe department, it was a tall order to do this movie. Yeah. And this is 22 years ago. So it was really a tall order to do this film. And, emerging technology they used to its fullest potential. This opening scene is CGI.
Is it really?
They made CGI Who's. You can tell it mostly with because I knew that I'd done my research and then watched the movie. And you can kind of tell it with that Who in the lower right-hand corner who's throwing the presents.
Oh, wow.
You can tell it the most with that one.
Wow, that could have fooled me.
Yeah, it's really good. I think because they don't try to be very detail-oriented with them, I guess, that it works out the most. But I thought that was so interesting because they were it's a lot of all the prosthetics, the costumes, it's this not easy or quick. So for this scene where there's so many of them, they were okay, let's just CGI this.
Yeah. We got to give hair and makeup a little bit of a break.
Yeah. It sounds like the makeup, the gentleman who did the makeup, I'm forgetting his name. I'm sorry, but this was a hard film for him.
Right. I believe they won the Academy Award, actually, the prosthetics team.
I think they did. And he's gone on to do other, I think, award-winning.
Oh, I'm sure. They're that's the Grinch guy. Get him on board, Yeah.
But what I love about Whoville is it does very much feel like a real place. And Rita said to the Los Angeles Times that the studio, they wanted a Who in a workout outfit. A Who as a soccer mom. I suppose you can't really ignore the studio, but I didn't do any of that. So she was like, that's what they wanted, but that's not what happened because the Who's have a very specific society.
Yeah.
And
the Who's are not playing soccer.
They're not playing soccer. They're like practicing their gift wrapping. They have gift wrapping classes. Like, come on.
They probably have like gift wrapping leagues, you know, like little league for gift wrapping.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Side note, I'm like, I have to break down my like Pinterest board for the holidays, create a whole new board for Halloween, its own separate board for Halloween, because I'm like, I think I need a section in my Pinterest board just for gift wrapping.
You are intense. I'm the person who gets my gift wrap like the day before I need to give someone a gift, you know?
Hey, how many places can you learn how to gift wrap a teddy bear? Very few. Pinterest knows.
That's crazy. But yeah, I love the citizens of Whoville. We're looking at a bunch of pictures of them now. I always loved the teacher. She has a incredible look. The fabric on her suit is just, or maybe it's a dress. I can't tell. Suit dress.
I think it's a skirt suit ensemble.
Right. The textile is so pretty with like this like, I don't know, mauve looking purple textile on it with the shawl around her.
It's like a really intense Swiss dot fabric almost.
Yeah.
Like that's like what it reminds me of. But she's always one of my favorites. And it's like, I love this like pseudo 60s feel all the Who's have because they're a very idyllic society. But her mom in this opening scenes though kind of takes the cake. With her like her robe that's just all Christmas colors, and then it's accented perfectly with those peppermint like hair rollers she has.
And Molly Shannon does not look like Molly Shannon in this film at all. She really gets lost under the prosthetics. It's so cool.
It's I forget how many like really famous people are in this movie.
Yeah. And you just have no idea.
No, you don't. And then we also have the postal department, which I'm like, beautiful. Like their costumes are just beautiful.
Yeah, you could tell like the fabrics are just so soft and keeping them nice and bundled up and warm, even though I believe this was shot mostly in Universal Studios. So it's probably not very cold outside when they shot this.
No,
but you wouldn't
not
be able to tell, you know, it feels like this is filmed in the straight Arctic.
Yeah, absolutely. But talking more about the Who's to Los Angeles Times, Ryack said, I thought since the Who spend their whole year preparing for Christmas, everything would be made by hand. So to achieve this, Rita did something very unique. She went to Brookside Elementary School in Ventura County's Oak Park to enlist some second graders to create presents, gingerbread men, stars to embellish costumes. She said anything that looks crude and has lots of macaroni and glitter, they made.
I love that. That's so funny. It's almost like Rita watched Priscilla Queen of the Desert and heard about the prisoners who were making the costumes, and she was like, well, we could, you know, change it around a little bit. Maybe second graders.
I'm like, that's brilliant too, because second graders like have like sufficient motor skills to not like, you don't need to like watch a second grader 24/7. Like they're not going to cut their fingers off, but also they're still like, they don't have like a good eye for detail either. Yeah. So they're just like, yeah, everything.
That's so funny. I love that.
But that is one of like the really unique things about this movie is like they just have stuff stuck to their costumes. Like one of the Grinch's moms, she literally has like a shrug that's covered in these fake Christmas cookies.
And she has Christmas cookies in her hair too. Just everything.
Yeah. Everything 100%. Also have to say their Christmas party at the begining when they're telling the story of how the Grinch came, like when dropping all the keys into the fishbowl.
Yeah, that's Elizabeth's jam right there.
I was just like,
kind of party.
I was like, this is hilarious. This is hilarious.
This movie is so funny.
It's so wild.
Yeah, all the accessories are so fun to look at. They're all like unique. Every single character you look at, there's not one character that looks the same.
No, absolutely not. And according to the Los Angeles Times, you know, there were a lot of like knit pieces in this. So Rita enlisted the help of New York designer Maria Ficalora and LA designer Suzanne Cousins, who ended up making 250 knit pieces for the film.
Wow. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. But you can see it because I went into this and like this movie is so beautifully coordinated. Like they don't pop out to you right away. And then when I was like looking back through pictures and stuff, I'm like, oh gosh, they do have a lot of like sweaters and scarves and like knit gloves. Like it's all over the place.
Yeah, no, the sweater game in this film is crazy strong. And they even have like matching scarves too that goes with the sweaters often. It's so good. That's like one of the best parts of this film is just trying to pick people out in a crowd. And there's just so many of them. So every time you watch this movie, you see something different.
Yes. I love the one who has like the Christmas sweater, but with this like music detail on it. Like she's not like a character. She's just like one of the people in the crowd. But like I would wear that sweater.
You would wear the hell out of that sweater.
Yeah, I would.
And I love that the guy that who you're talking about, she's holding on to this old guy who's clearly wearing like, you know, those cheesy blazers that people get from Target every Christmas. I'm like, do not buy those, please.
Yeah.
And he's going full in.
I will say about those like Christmas blazers and suits, it's really hard to find a good one.
Yeah, that's a high order right there. But this guy's pulling it off, you know? He has the cowboy Christmas hat and lots of bows, and he's holding on to the girl with the music sweater, so he's pretty set up here. He is.
He's enjoying his life. Who's not enjoying life so much as poor little Cindy Lou Who?
No, she's wondering where Christmas is at.
Yeah.
Why can't she find it?
Yeah.
Why has it gone away?
Because she realizes Christmas in a lot of ways is ruled by capitalism.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Sydney.
Hey, at least she's learning it young.
Right. I think I'm in my Cindy Lou stage right now, actually.
That's fair. Even I struggle with that.
But Cindy Lou Who has some killer looks in this film. She's quite the fashion queen, actually. God, what's your favorite Cindy Lou Who look?
Gosh, I don't know. I really like her like hoovelation with like the really cute like cape, the red cape with like the white detail
with
and
like
her
the
little
hot chocolate fascinator.
With the hot chocolate, yeah. I think
cute.
That's my favorite. But she's a lot of good ones, and this brought back a memory I had forgotten about. This elementary school I went to, every year for Dr. Seuss Day, there was like a huge party. And like you were allowed to dress up and like we did all this fun stuff. But I dressed up as Cindy Lou Who.
Of course.
When I was in first grade. Because for whatever reason, I think that's the only year I actually remember dressing up. I don't know if any other grades actually dressed up now that I think about it. It also like petered out over the years.
Elizabeth's mom, you know what to do.
Well, one of my sister's friends, the high school had done, I think, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as like the school play the year before or something. And I don't know why, but my sister's friend had stayed over that night. And she like did my hair with like pipe cleaners and like made my hair all crazy. And
this is so cute.
I had a like white nightgown with like a little like red bow, and I won the costume. contest.
Yeah. And she never looked back, and now she's
never looked back.
a serious costume podcast host. No, I need
to see if my mom has that picture. Yeah, it's me and someone who ended up being one of my best friends in elementary school. Because I think there were like 2 places, or we tied or something, but it was the 2 of us because we both looked amazing.
Right. Amazing.
Yeah, I'll ask my mom.
Yeah, Elizabeth's mom, I need it. I think my favorite Cindy Lou Who look is actually, it's the more low-key one. It's when she's staying up at night singing out the window to the Christmas gods or whatever. But it's just like such a cute little like night look. Like her hair is still up and looking right. But then she just has like this cute little like pom-pom collar look. It's just like, that's such a cute look. I feel like if it was done for like older people too, it'd still be cute too. You know, it's a cute look.
I mean, this is what my future child is going to look like.
But for sure.
I do love Cindy Lou Who's outfits, especially this pink one, because I feel like all the other Who's are almost exclusively wearing like quote unquote Christmas colors. But she has like a lot of pink in her wardrobe, and like that gray coat we first see her in.
Yeah.
Kind of like, okay, she's not all about the Christmas. She's more about what it means. So I feel like that's a nice little like deviation for
right. And that coat actually, the coat gives me like more of a blue vibe to me. Like I feel like you're right. She's not afraid to really get out of the Christmas palette because she does have her own personality. She doesn't want her personality to be Christmas driven like every other insane person in this town. You know?
She cares about people. She's a very caring Who.
Yeah. So touching.
So touching. Not as touching is when she's doing her little investigation, her investigative reporting on the Grinch.
You're 8 years old and you have a beard.
That's so sad. But I did love the school uniforms, these sailor looks.
Yeah, those are good looks.
Such a good look. It works on everybody.
Yeah, the sailor looks so good. Martha May Whovier, of course, is like the fashion icon of the school.
Yes.
You can already tell she's the it girl. Her look, I mean, she's just carrying the school on her back.
The gloves, the pearl necklace, the hair. She's like, yes, I will be the one who to rule the fashion scene here.
The one who to rule them all.
The one who to rule them all, yes.
Yeah, I mean, she even has like the big petticoat underneath. Like, I don't know if anyone else has that. She's just like clearly dressed it up.
I think she has the biggest petticoat of any of the girls.
For sure.
In the scene.
Then the Grinch, you know, he's not looking too great.
He's a cutie, though.
You would definitely be in love with the Grinch. That's how good your Christmas spirit is.
He didn't deserve the life he got. Yeah, the Grinch. I love 8-year-old baby Grinch. Like, they did that, like, age down so perfectly.
Right.
Oh, but Spencer, after a little school, are you ready to finish out How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
I'm ready. Let's take a little break and try to shave our beards.
Okay, good luck with that.
Hi, this is Dan, audio engineer of the Blogcast, here to let you know that if you wanted to support the show, you can head over to theartofcostume.com/podstore. There you can buy some awesome TeePublic merch with the Blogcast logo. We have shirts, sweaters, coffee mugs, stickers, and of course, a baby onesie. Thank you for all of your support.
Oh, Martha. Oh, Christmas. Elizabeth, are you ready to get back into it?
I am so ready. We got Martha May Whovier, played by just the brilliant Christine Baranski. Spencer, she's one of your favorites.
This is where my Christine Baranski crush began. At the young age of whenever I first saw The Grinch until now, I've just been obsessed with her. Christine Baranski is the it girl. She looks so good. Every single look she's serving, she's giving costumes. She's giving fashion elegance. She's giving like royalty, bombshell.
She has just like the most like old Hollywood style of all the Who's.
I mean, from here all the way up to Gilded Age, it hasn't changed. I'm just always like Christine Baranski.
No.
You know, Mamma Mia. Whew.
Forever a style icon. Gotta say though, that first look, that like Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus look we see her in at first.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. That look should be in a museum if it's not already. It is. She comes out, she mounts that like big old Christmas light machine gun.
Wild.
It's just so good.
Wild.
And her silhouettes are always like similar to everyone else's, but they're just like bigger. You know, there's always
more elegant.
More. Yeah.
They're more elegant, very old Hollywood glamour. One of my favorite looks of hers is though when they all come out in like their robes and she has this beautiful like ice blue robe with like this like insane white furry trim.
It is insane. She looks like, I don't know, just like a beautiful angel just walking across the snow.
Yeah.
She's given like very like elven queen like vibes, you know, as she's like steps out amongst all the Who's. She's not a regular Who. She's a cool Who.
She is. Especially during the Whovilation ceremony. Oh my gosh. This is like the ultimate Christmas look.
I always loved this look, but I was like, at the same time, I used to always think it was like giving a strawberry look because like the bodice has like red and then it almost
the little
looks like
dots. Yeah.
Yeah. The dots look like seeds that go into the green. I know it's not, but that's something that just always sticks out to me.
My goodness. I love it. She looks like a Christmas tree almost. Like
She
just the
does.
matching shrug. I think those are like velvet gloves. The jewelry, which is ridiculous, and the fact that her hair is styled into little presents. Come on.
Yeah, that is like the best part. Her hair is like a full-on Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And her jewelry, it just looks like so expensive. I don't know if it's like costume jewelry or real
Probably
jewelry.
costume jewelry.
Probably, but it looks like expensive. She looks rich, even if she's standing next to that dork of a mayor who I don't.
Oh gosh.
Every time he speaks, it's like nails on a chalkboard. But Martha May Whovier, the fires of love.
She's so cute, but something not as cute character. We have the Grinch and his many fashion moments.
Yay.
Rita said to the Los Angeles Times about the Grinch's wardrobe, "I wanted everything to look like he made it out of materials from his cave." Which you succeeded, especially with that first brown robe he wears into town.
Oh yeah, it's just like some dirty blanket that he found and maybe like stitched together to make like a Star Wars Jedi robe, you know?
I will say the Grinch is very mechanically intelligent, so
yeah, he knows
he
how
makes
to
all sorts of contraptions. He can sew together a robe.
like that one sexy nightgown he wears with the like black mesh and the satin.
That's definitely one of the reject Christmas gifts he got.
Yeah, that's definitely lingerie, Mr. Grinch. It's so funny. I love, though, it's such an iconic look, is his, oh my gosh, what do you call it?
Lederhosen?
Yes. So funny.
So I'd forgotten how he got them, too. Straight up robs a Who.
Yeah, he robs a Who on the mountain who's yodeling on the top of, the mountain. And it works perfectly. I
It
mean,
does.
I don't know how she came up with this idea, but it worked. I don't know if it was a script moment, but it worked perfectly for the Grinch.
It worked perfectly. It's like the yellow is perfect. The green, like leafy detail perfectly like complements his fur tone.
And also it like complements his like Grinch body too, because it's very like dad bod, which is what makes the Grinch so like Grinchy, I guess. So the Lederhosen really accentuates all of his Grinchiness.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then there's one outfit I had forgotten about, which is his test dummy ensemble. I was like, dude, you are busy. You are a busy, busy Grinch.
Yeah, he has nothing else to do. Of course he has like a test dummy look. It's clearly like sewn, like put together by himself too, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. What is not put together by himself, though, is the sweater his mom's made for him. Suzanne Cousins talked to the Los Angeles Times about this sweater. She said, I did hundreds of designs for that sweater. I wanted something that the Grinch would find offensive, but that he would grudgingly wear.
That's so funny. Yeah, it is offensive to the Grinch for sure.
It's so cute. It's so funny. She also said about this look, the Grinch has a lot to do with what I do. The asymmetrical lines, bright colors, bold designs have a real Scandinavian influence. And I'm like, you know what? This movie does have a little bit of that Scandinavian influence.
Yeah, I see it.
Which is not something you would think of at first, but it definitely has that.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I love that sweater. That's just like such a classic piece. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
But it's also like, it looks good on him too, against the green fur and that hairpiece he's wearing. You know, he's looking like the May Queen right now.
Yeah, the crown. The crown is so good. I love that crown.
I'm just always so fascinated with the Grinch look too. I think it was Jim Carrey who, I believe he said that it basically was like torture putting all this on all the time. It was a real intense process becoming the Grinch every single day and being stuck in this look every day. So it's really amazing that it all came together the way it did.
It was. It took hours and hours to get him in and out of his costume and prosthetics. Ron Howard actually dressed up as the Grinch one day.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see what it was like. And he's like, oh, yeah, this is hard. But the Grinch's suit was made of spandex, like a spandex bodysuit, and yak hair.
Oh, wow.
So it was like shedding all the time. It was hot. Rita said to the Los Angeles Times, I thought they should have given him 2 springy hairs. I didn't expect that architecture. Yeah. So she was like not super happy.
She's thinking of the cartoon where his hair just like splits at the top and call it a day.
Yeah. She wasn't super happy. It shed a lot. It was hot. She was like, it was just difficult to like work with.
Yeah.
But like it created such an iconic look. And then once he like puts his Santa hat and like Santa jacket on, he just looks like so perfect.
Yeah. It's perfect. That actually is like his best costume too. And like something about too is so Grinchy too, where it is like, you know, a Jolly Santa costume, but has an edge to it. Like the fur is a bit more like matted, and especially like the hat has like a little bit more of an edge to it where he's creepy. He's not the real Santa.
No, yeah, it's like the fur's not quite like floofy enough. I feel like his jacket is cut like kind of on the slim side, like you'd expect it to have a little more like room. The belt is obnoxiously large. I'm like...
Yeah, he's trying to keep all that bod in that little Santa suit, you know?
But it is brilliant. It's what we end on with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Spencer.
What a good one. It's a classic. There's just
It is.
so much. I mean, we could talk for hours about every single costume in this film. There's so many, which is why she was nominated for an Oscar.
Absolutely.
I wonder what it was nominated against.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm going to look that up real quick. Wow, it was actually a really packed year. The year The Grinch was nominated. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
There was Quills by Jacqueline West.
I heard that's a good one.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Rita, of course. This was the year Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon came out.
Ooh.
By Tim Yip. 102 Dalmatians by Anthony Powell. And then the winner was Gladiator by Janty Yates.
Oh.
Yeah. Which
that was a packed year.
It was a packed year. I've never seen Gladiator still.
It's good. I saw it for the first time a couple years ago. It's good. It has a sad ending, but it's good.
Well, maybe we'll add it to the list someday. You know we love some Janty Yates.
Yeah.
And with that, Elizabeth, let's play our favorite game.
Yes. The one costume to rule them all. Spencer, what was your one costume to rule them all?
I mean,
do you have one?
I mean, basically anything Martha May Whovier wears. I picked her blue nightgown, but mostly because I thought you were going to pick her red Santa look. So I feel I don't know what you're going to pick. So I went with the blue nightgown look. It's so beautiful. I just love watching her just like glide across the snow. The blue and the white just like merge so beautifully with the snow. Just so angelic. Christine Baranski, I love you. Please DM us.
That is a great one. I do love that look. However, I chose her Whovilation gown that you said looks like a strawberry.
It gives strawberry vibes. It's still beautiful.
It is beautiful. I feel like it's like it says everything like the Who's believe Christmas is about. But it's still elegant and fun and just Martha May Whovier to the very end.
Seriously. That she needs like her own spin-off movie. Can we talk to Ron Howard about that?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I want to know what her life was like between the Grinch leaving and coming back.
Right.
Because like she's clearly always been in love with the Grinch, but like he disappeared. He straight up disappeared and she didn't know what to do.
Oh my gosh.
And she has this foolish man thinking like he like has some sort of weird right to her.
Some like weird, like sad drama movie with Christine Baranski. Well, it would have to be like a younger Christine Baranski. I don't know. Maybe we could do like a Christine Baranski talking about her life, you know? And there's like, you know, like Anya Taylor-Joy playing Martha May.
An animated feature.
Yeah.
So it's just Christine Baranski's voice.
Yes. I love that. Anyways, this was so much fun. I love this movie. I'm so glad we watched it.
Me too. Me too. If you have a different one costume to rule them all, because honestly, this movie is packed with them. You can leave us a voicemail at 626-515-1826. Maybe we'll play it at the beginning of next week's episode. Who knows?
Who knows? And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Art of Costume Pod, TikTok at The Art of Costume. Don't forget to follow us on Patreon for some bonus episodes at patreon.com/theartofcostume. You know, the holidays are coming up and we'll be taking some breaks. So you have some bonus episodes that keep you busy through the holidays. And don't forget to head to our merch store and get yourself a hoodie at theartofcostume.com/podstore. And as always, leave us a 5-star text review on Apple Podcasts. We greatly appreciate it.
Greatly appreciate it. Those really help.
So, Elizabeth, what are we doing next?
So next week is Thanksgiving. So we are taking a little breaky break, everybody. But Spencer, I am really excited for our next movie, which I have not seen yet.
And it is
Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey.
Oh,
It is a Netflix original, everybody, so get to it.
I've never seen it, but I've heard it is incredible in terms of costuming. So get out there and watch it.
It looks visually stunning. I don't know why I haven't seen it yet, because I remember when it came out and everybody like talking about it and being like, oh, it's so good. And I put it on my Netflix list. And then I don't know why I didn't watch it. So I'm really excited to watch it now.
Right. I do like one new Christmas movie a year. Last year was Holiday. So this year will be Jingle Jangle.
Okay. Well, everybody get ready, settle, make some hot chocolate if you're 21 and up, or whatever the drinking age is in your country and up. Maybe put a little peppermint schnapps in it.
Yeah.
That's my holiday
For sure.
tip for you.
Elizabeth's already done that during this recording.
Not during this recording, but maybe next week. I have to make sure I have peppermint schnapps first.
Thank you all for listening and have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. We will see you in 2 weeks.
The Art of Costume Blogcast is hosted and produced by Elizabeth Joy Glass and Spencer Williams. Our audio engineering and editing is done by Dan White. Follow us on Instagram at The Art of Costume Pod, or visit the artofcostumeblogcast.com for all blogcast updates. If you want to support the show, go to theartofcostume.com/podstore. Or you can head over to patreon.com/theartofcostume for some bonus content. For more costume reviews, deep dives, and interviews, head over to theartofcostume.com, a blog dedicated to highlighting the best in costume design.
I am so ready. We got Martha May Huvier, played by just the brilliant Christine Baranski. Oops. Played by the incredible Christine Baranski?
Christine
Baranski. Why am I struggling with this? Baranski.
I don't know.
Played by Christine Baranski.